Hello, Brandon Christian Church. Welcome to our video devoted to generosity. You truly have generosity in your DNA. That first group of people who started at Tampa First, who came together and decided that there needed to be a Christian church, Disciples of Christ in Brandon, they came together, and it's through their generosity that the first meeting of worship on November 13th, 1966 occurred. Those people are our forebears, they're our founders. They laid the foundation for where we are today, and we are grateful to them. Brandon Christian Church has had a history of many ups and downs.
In 1982, Brandon Christian Church experienced a fire that destroyed the sanctuary. The fire was set by an arsonist. The community stepped in and helped us to clear out all of the rubble, plus they contributed financial support to help us rebuild.
So every Sunday you hear me say, "Welcome to Brandon Christian Church, Disciples of Christ." And I remind you that God brought us here together in this place at this time to change lives through the power of Jesus Christ by sharing the love of God. That sounds pretty simple, sounds pretty basic, and indeed it is, but it's only through God's power that we can do that. And we do indeed change lives.
I go to Brandon Christian Church to learn more about God's Word and to become a better Christian. I also love coming to the Lord's table every week to take communion. I really love our Christian music and the Christian members in our church, the fellowship.
So when I moved back to Brandon, I needed a church where I could find fellowship and be with people who cared deeply about the Word, where I found people who were really being God's hands and feet. And it was a tough time in my life when I moved back to Brandon. It was right after my son died, and I needed to be fed, and I found a home here at Brandon Christian Church.
This church means everything to me. This is my church home, and this is where I've built a foundation in God, and I love playing on the worship team. I love serving, being a deacon. I love being involved in the care group. This family of God really blessed us in our wedding, and I love this church. I love her every day. I love everybody in it, and I thank God for this church. It means the world to me.
The same with me. I also do really enjoy serving as greeter in Worship and Wonder.
We changed the lives of our children ages 3 to 10 in their own worship service called Worship and Wonder. It's a Montessori-based program. The children listen to and participate in one of God's stories. The storyteller uses wooden figures to tell the story. Then the children have a response time, a prayer time, and a feast.
So Brandon Christian Church, you are important to one another, but you're also important to this community. God has placed us at this corner of Bryan and Lumsden Roads, a corner where so many people pass by every day and see our sign, a corner where so many people pass by and know that we are here. We do outreach, we house 12-step groups, we fund so many activities that help those who need our help, and I thank you for all that you do when our community comes to our doors.
This little box is called the Church Bank, and it was given to Reverend Day by Dave and Karen Whitfield. And what it's used for is for when people have a special event, like a birthday or an anniversary, or just they feel the desire, they put money into this. It can be cash, or mostly that's what it is. Sometimes the kids will come in from Sunday school and from Worship and Wonder, and they'll put change in here, their allowance or whatever. And Reverend Day then collects that, brings it to a safe space in the office, and it is used to be given to those in the community who are needy. And it's a wonderful ministry. Hi, it's Lisa, Admin Assistant, Brandon Christian Church. One of the duties that I have is to be the person who hands out the funds that come in from the church bank. And we talked about the church bank being in front of the sanctuary, and cash is usually given various times throughout the year. People will do that. And I think it's a really especially nice thing, because a lot of the needy, when they go to the resources in the community, there is a lot of red tape, a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of paperwork to fill out. And this is somewhere they can come where they can get up to $50 in a calendar year, and that can be in a small amount during the year or one time, $50, whatever we have available, and we just hand them that money from nothing more than a signature and an ID. We try to limit it to about 10 miles around the Brandon area zip codes, so that we're helping those who are closest to us in the area. And the amazing thing is that I love being the person who is the hands that gives this to these people, these gifts from the members of the church. And I just want to let you know that it is so grateful. They are they're so thankful for it. It's so appreciated, and they're incredibly grateful. I can think of so many stories of people who just came in, maybe they had a new job and they needed a pair of boots, or someone just the other day called me and said, I got $30 earlier in the year. I know I'm allowed to get $50. I could really use $20 right now. Do you have it? And just amazingly, somebody had put $20 in this week. They hadn't seen any for a while. And I said, yes, it's here, and I think it has your name on it. And she came in and we chatted. And she had gotten a job finally, and it was driving for a DoorDash or somewhere. And she just needed $20 for gas tank. Those are the kind of things that I know that God is working. We may not think He's in the details, but He is. And sometimes people will come in and we don't have cash. They'll get food from Echo, the basket, or maybe off the tree. There are just so many stories that I could tell you about people, and they're always grateful. It's an opportunity to let them know that people care, and to give them a hug. And we always usually end with a prayer as well. And so it's one of my favorite parts of my job, so thank you.
Hi, I don't go to Brandon Christian Church, but I just like to say a few words about that wonderful sign they have in front of their church at the corner of Lumsden and Bryan. I drive Lumsden Road an awful lot, and I look forward to seeing that sign and the message that it has each and every week. Sometimes the message is a small hint to me, and sometimes it's just a jolt, and I have to listen to the words. Besides the message itself, it's that sign that makes a difference in my life. I see that sign, and it's like God is speaking to me. Listen, hear me, spend time with me, because so many times I'm on Lumsden, I'm going to my mom's or I'm going to the post office, and it's the incidental things that take over my life. But it's God that should be the center, and that sign reminds me of that each and every time I pass it. One more thing about that sign. I think that sign speaks for all of us. No matter what your beliefs, no matter what your differences, it brings us together. It's good for the person behind us and the person in front of us in the car. I have a friend that prays for a red light every time she gets there so she can read that sign. So it's the the thing about God bringing us together as one people and looking at our likenesses and how we are children of God, that makes that so special to me. So I'd like to thank whoever puts up that sign, and whatever you do, don't take down that sign.
So one of the things that I like so much about Brandon Christian Church is that we are very mission focused. We're involved in the community, and I don't think that on a day-to-day basis that people realize how many hundreds of people we touch on a week-to-week basis, from feeding the hungry to making sure that shut-ins get visits and get food, to the full mission week where we spend our time in the summer out in the greater Brandon community making sure that God's people know that they're loved. We do an enormous amount, and I'm just grateful to be part of that here.
Hi, my name is Eleanor Saunders, and I'm the Executive Director of ECHO, the Emergency Care Help Organization. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart for helping us, both financially and with volunteers and with supplies. In the last 4 years, the number of those we've served has increased by 50%. So your support truly couldn't come at a better time. We truly, truly appreciate it. You know, I want you to know that at ECHO, we're not just passionate about passing out emergency food and clothes, but we are equally passionate about providing opportunities for our neighbors to provide for themselves. So thank you so much for your support. Have a great Sunday.
Family Promise is one of the ways we are changing lives. These are just a small portion of what we use, linens, and we turn the Sunday school rooms into the bedrooms for the week. We host families every quarter, and we've been doing this for years, and we have changed so many lives with so many blessings.
Well, hi, this is Edwina Reddick, Executive Director of Family Promise of Hillsborough County. I want to thank Brandon Christian for all of the support that they have given us and are still giving us, especially during your host week when you really change the lives of children and their parents. We want to thank you for the love that you extend to them. And because of your support, we have graduated 49 families, and we're expecting our number 50 to come up real soon, about the middle of December. So on behalf of the families that we serve, we want to say thank you for all that you've done, and especially for the work that you've done here at the Day Center. Thank you so much, and we look forward to a great year ahead.
This is what Thursday mornings at Brandon Christian Church look like when we're preparing the meals for Meals on Wheels. This ministry has been going on in our community by us since 2002. I believe it's been in the Brandon area since the 1980s. There are about 17 or 18 churches that participate each week that allow over 200 clients to get a meal 5 days a week. This week we're preparing a seafood dish. The meals that we prepare are delivered by people who come in and deliver. So we have more people than this that are involved every week. The last couple of years, we've delivered between 1,500 and 1,600 meals for the year. This year, our numbers are down just a little bit. We're doing about an average of 23 meals a week. And we know that our clients really do appreciate our commitment to providing a nutritious and eye-appealing meal. I asked one of the recipients of Meals on Wheels, who's been receiving meals for about 3 years now, if he would share with us what Meals on Wheels meant to him, and he wrote this for us. Dear Brandon Christian Church congregation, thank you very much for my Meals on Wheels I receive on Thursdays. It is much appreciated. I also look forward to the greetings and smiles I receive. It is obvious your church is a caring and active resource in our community. God bless each and every one of you. Sincerely, the recipient.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I'm here because of a 12-step recovery group. that was actually started by Dan Kennedy about 13, 14 years ago. It has definitely been saving a lot of lives, turning people's lives around, bringing families together, and it's really thankful that Brandon Christian Church has found us a place that we can meet in a cool, comfortable area, and it's very nice. And then we were also able to get a lot of other 12-step groups started here as well, and really bringing this community together. So we're very grateful for the church to provide us with a space, and very thankful that 12-step recovery works. Thank you.
You've heard so many stories of generosity and the way things have changed in people's lives because of you. Brandon Christian Church, as a member, you are a part of this story. You are devoted to generosity. And I want to thank you for your time, for your talents, and for your treasures that you give to the glory of God as you serve through Brandon Christian Church, Disciples of Christ.